Hello, everybody. I'm here, and I am going to play first because I feel like our deck is definitely going to want to be the aggressor. I mean, Carnophage into Jin is pretty good, even though I don't have a blue source. We can definitely get one, and I can even fiend them on turn 3 if we don't hit a land. So I am not going to mulligan. I'm going to come out swinging. Um, in the break, I definitely was thinking about it, and I think that red is a good pairing with black if you want to go aggressive. So it's definitely something to consider in the future. I will always yield. Like to pay 1 life. Yes, I would. Look at that. Like I drew it up. I'll play a Jin, and I'll pass. If he plays something good, I can Mana War it. If he doesn't play anything and just passes, I can Mesmeric Fiend to get something out of his hand. I mean, for 2 green mana, I don't really know what's in the format because it's fairly new format, and I've only watched videos and stuff, so I'm not I've watched videos and I've done some stuff, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on yet. Okay, so I'll attack, he'll block, he'll make the boar token. It's just the boar token? Okay, and then I'll bounce it with Mana War. Well, he's just going to take it. Alright, so I think at this point I can Fiend him and just get something out of his hand. Yeah, that seems good. Just leave up a blue. Alright, so... Oh, he has Grunts. So I'm going to take the Grunts because it can eat the Carnophage, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'm fine with him having red stuff because he doesn't have any red mana sources in his hand right now. But let's write this down. Forest, forest. Cougar. Oh, we can mountain cycle, but I think I'm still fine with him getting like a beetle back. Beetle and Skirk. Yeah, I think I'm fine with the beetle back. I'm just going to take the grunts. Right? Or do I take the cougar? Mm, yeah, I'm just going to take the grunts. If he wants to spend his whole next turn cycling for land, then that's fine. It's better than him playing a land and then ambushing me with the... Yeah, so you're just going to mountain cycle and then play the thing and then play out a Skirk, I'm assuming. Oh, he drew a Goblin Patrol. Okay. Okay. I think I can just play Mana War, bounce Goblin Patrol, and then swing with Carnophage and Jin. That, or I can play out the Sorcerer, just attack with the Jin, at which point I wanted to keep my Carnophage untapped. So we know what he has in his hand, because he just used the Cougar. So he has Beetle, which is double red, but he can play out his Skirk, sack both of them, both goblins, and then play out the Beetle if he really wants next turn. Otherwise, I can just attack with the Djinn, leave back the Carnophage. This makes him have to pay a red mana to save his Goblin Patrol. And then that way I can keep the Mana War back for something like the Brindleshout when he eventually does use it. And then I can just pry out the Sorcerer and begin filtering. I like that play. Alright. So let's attack with the Djinn. Then I'll go land, Sorcerer. Alright, so now he has perfect information again. Prospector. Does he want to attack or something? What's he doing? He's just going to pass. Okay. I mean, we have perfect information on him. He has the 4 mana card and 2 forests in hand. So I think I'm just going to play Mana War, bounce Goblin Patrol. Just because that messes with him a little bit. Because you have to play it and then repay the Echo. And then I can attack freely with myself. And he wants to double block the Carnophage, and that's fine. So yeah, I'll pay the 1. That's pretty good. But maybe I want to just discard it. Yeah, let's just discard that. Good. Good job, team. We know he only has 1 other creature in hand, and it's something that we definitely don't want to be bouncing. So I think I'd rather just bounce the Goblin Patrol right now. I'm assuming he'll just block with the Brindleshout to get a 3/3. Yeah, that's fine. Probably should have kept the Death's Head Buzzard. No, I think digging was fine. If I kept the Buzzard, it would have given me... I could have played it, just attacked with the Djinn, and then the next turn I could have hit him with 4 a couple of times, but I think this is fine. Alright, so we played a Forest, and then a Wild Mongrel. So I have, again, perfect information on... Well, I don't have perfect information on what he has in hand. Oh, Goblin Patrol, duh. I did have perfect information. I think I'm fine with that attack. I will pay a life. That's not bad. So I think I'm just going to attack with my 2/2s. And then pass back to him. And then see what he does with stuff. Because this is an instant, which is nice. Because if he wants to try to kill me this turn, he can go all out. But then I can... So we can get this up to what? 5, 6, 7, 8. But I have Mesmeric Fiend back if I want to block. He kind of has to respect this attack, though. I'm assuming he's going to discard the forest here. Yeah. Do I want to keep my Manowar alive? I think I'm fine for now. Because if I went to expunge it, he would probably just discard the beetle. Oh, he can't play the beetle. Unless he sacks a goblin for it. So I guess he could do. Like, he could attack, and then he could sack goblins to make the beetle happen. That makes sense. He has a beetle and something else in hand. Can block the fiend on the goblin patrol. And then I can shoot the boar. And that keeps me alive. That then gives him back the grunts, which he can then play. Which blocks that. I'm not in a good spot right now. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can hope he discards 2 cards to try to kill me. Then I expunge it after he's discarded the 2 cards. 1, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I block the patrol. And then hope he discards 2 cards to try to kill me. He's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Issue is I can't kill him next turn. So I think I gotta kill the boar. Because that buys me a turn or 2. No, it doesn't buy me anything because I'm going to take damage off of these guys next turn. I guess I shouldn't have blocked. If I didn't block and I had expunge, I could have untapped, hit him for 6. I would have taken an extra 2 damage. He could have discarded 2 cards though and killed me. Yeah, I don't know. He has beetle and grunts though. Alright, well he played the grunts. I guess he figured I know he had I knew he had it, so I think I'm dead either way. So I gotta keep it up if only to block. Fiend, really? I think I have to get rid of the fiend. Discard one of these cards. Probably Carnophage. That seems like the right play. can hit with the Djinn. I have 2 blockers. Then I can attack with the Djinn again. I go to dead. Hmm. I think I needed to discard the... Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Yeah, I can't do anything. I guess I attack with the Djinn, play the Buzzard. Now with the Buzzard out, I get the chance to have blocks, at least. Alright, he's paying in all green mana for grunts. I don't know what that means. Maybe he has something that's like double red. I don't know. Alright. I'm assuming he's going to attack with everything. He is. Let's go block here, block here. Does he have a way of doing 1 damage to me? Because that's all that he needs right now. I wish I had a Famine right now. I could hit him with a Fledgling Djinn and then Famine to draw the match. Or draw the game. Go to the next one. Alright, so we know what he has in his hand. It's the thing that makes a bunch of goblins. But he's not going to get to play it. So I get to hit him for 3. And he gets to untap and then kill me with the Grunt. Oh, he discarded that. Alright. Oh, could I lose my guy too? I don't believe I have anything in my deck that gets me out of this. If I play out Khazad-dûrix, which I would have loved to have a turn ago, well, I mean, I gotta try it. Hope he makes the mistake and attacks. Like, all he has to do is just pass turn and I die. I can literally do nothing about it. Yeah, he saw it. Alright. That's rough. Alright, so what did we see out of him? Just red and green stuff? Didn't really seem like he was trying to do anything broken or weird or anything. I mean, I could take Addle and just get it his hand. I don't know. I think this is probably fine. And we will play first again. Seems fine. We get to go Carnophage into like Mana War maybe? Unless we draw something. We also have Su-Chi, which is really nice. 4/4 for 4 with upside is just seems pretty good. I mean, Carnophage, Carnophage. Let's see if he has a 2-drop. He's on his land this game, which is not very nice. I think I'm just going to play land Jin. And then that way I can have Mana War for next turn. The issue is if he goes land and then does nothing, then he probably has grunts, which is an issue for me. Oh, just Brindleshote. I'll make the play I intended to make last game, but he never took the bait for. The race is on. Who can kill who faster, me or me? I'm definitely winning the race. I'm definitely killing one of us. So he gets a boar. I get to play Mana War. Bounce the boar. Kill the boar. Pass the turn. Now I have an army of 2/2s coming at him. Blastoderm. Annoying. I don't think I will make a sacrifice to the altar of the Blastoderm. Because I'm getting in for 6. Just going to yield to that. He can't attack me with this right now. He has to play 2 more things that block, because he's going to have to block Su-Chi, because it's lethal on its own, plus both Carnophages next turn if he wants to live. That or he has to go like, Pyroclasm or something of that effect. So what does he have? Alright, well, he got there with his making of blockers. Too bad I don't have a way of both playing and sacrificing the Blizzard. Oh, he's attacking for 5? I think I'm fine with that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I swing with everything. If I draw a removal spell, I get to kill him. If I don't draw a removal spell, I go to very low life, but I also put him at dead on board next turn off of just the Jin, and I can have a Death Head. I'm not guaranteed the Death Head. I'm going to take it. See what happens. The worst. The actual worst draw. I guess I just attack like that, because I have to keep the Carnophage back. He can let through the 1. Nah, I can't even attack with either of these. That's super annoying. I think I'm just going to attack with the Jin. Just boop him for 2. And then if he attacks with everything, I have blocks and stuff. The issue is if he has any way of dealing with the Jin, I lose. Alright, fading. Enters battlefield 3 fade. Beginning of upkeep, remove a fade. If you can't, sacrifice it. Okay, so he still has a whole nother turn with this. So go block, block, block. So I take 1. Does he have any way of dealing 2 damage to my face? There's like a billion cards that do that. I know he can kindle me. Is this a kindle? No. Is this a torch or whatever it is? Enters the battlefield, destroy a land. Okay. That's depressing. Well, let's see if this works. Alright, sweet. We got there, folks. Jeez. I feel like his deck is really bad against Famine. Like, what have we seen that doesn't die to it? Like Carnophage, or not Carnophage, Blastoderm and like one other card. It's just all Carnophage and Jin stacks. Yeah, all we've really seen is like the Blastoderm and the Grunts. But the Grunts we can like hit with a like attack with some stuff that's gonna die anyways, and then Famine. The issue is Famine's better if we are not dying when we play it because we we have 4 Carnophages and 4 Jins, or 3 Carnophages and 3 Jins. And an Efrit. And a Khazad-Drix, I guess, can also do damage. Our creatures do not like us. You know, I'm going to say with the lean, mean 1-drop, 2-drop plays. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just stick with what we got. Oh, we can cycle them more at the end of turn. And we also have a draw, so I think we're fine with this. He always gets that Thicket out on turn 1. Yeah. I'm just going to cycle the more. I don't think we need it right now, and it can dig us closer to our blue source. Sweet. Yeah, we got there. The natural. All right, buddy. Let's see what you got on turn 3. Oh, is he going to kill my Jin? Oh, mountain cycling. I got nervous for a minute. He hasn't even dealt me damage yet. And now it's dealt you damage. Ha 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 ha. I was assuming it would be a Simian Grunts being flashed in, but I guess not. He's going to Beetle? Goblin Sledder. Well, that's annoying. I just got that blue source. But I guess I'm winning the race because it's 2 damage both ways, but I'm putting him to 16 first. I'm not going to Chainer's Edict a Goblin Sledder. I think I'm just going to pass. Alright, you have to be like all gas, dude. Just blue source off the top, and I'm perfectly content. Ugh. Come on. Island. As much as I want to use him to Turek on him, I don't think I can. Although I do know he's like all gas because he's just been doing land drops, and 4 mana he played out 2 spells on that. I think I have to leave the Jin back too. He'll probably just attack with the Beetleback Chief, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. I guess I can eat goblins too, but doesn't seem as good. If I had my island, I could have went Su-Chi last turn. He wouldn't be able to attack. I'd just be able to just beat down with the Jin, because that was the plan. But now that he's done this, I'm in trouble. I think the only play is to him, get cards out of his hand, leave this back, take some damage off of it and eating things. I hope I can draw a land soon to get Su-Chi out, or hit a blue land and then draw some cards and stuff, but like if he didn't play anything in the early game, it's because he had to have some pretty good stuff late game. Oh, he just land flooded. It's entirely possible he had two land, 2 creatures or something. But oh well. Let's see what he does with attacks. Just sending in the clowns. Alright. I'll take 4. Which is really 5, I guess, but whatever. Oh, jeez. It's actually a pretty good draw. Lets me get rid of his 1/1s. If you tag with anything, I'm blocking with the Death Head. He might just pass. Nope. Clowns have been sent in. Do I use the Jin, prevent 1 damage and then die? Or do I use to prevent 2 damage and then die from the worm? I can't deal an extra damage to the worm is the issue. If only you had another power, you had less toughness. So that's what, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I have to do that to prevent taking infinite damage. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4. Wipe his board except for a worm that I can then expunge or Chainer's Edict away. Yeah, I think I have to be okay with this. Cool. Jeez. That Goblin Sledder might just get me. It probably will. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Like I could have a Su Chi out. I could have like Mana War. I could have a Deep Analysis thing. Who knows what could have happened if I just was able to keep the island. Hey, maybe that's some secret tech that I never knew about. Goblin Slider, super good card. It's like very broken or something. I don't know why he played this pre-combat. Alright, discard a card. Don't make it black. Don't make it black. He made it black. Alright. Kill that. No block. Well, I can play the Carnophage, but that's not a good idea. I can go like Carnophage, Edict, chump with Carnophage. That way at least I get rid of the Prospector. I want to save the Edict for if he gets a Blastoderm, but I don't think that's going to be an option right now. If you were a land, I could just Su Chi him and be like, alright, hit me for one, I'll eat your Mongrel. Or I'll trade with your Mongrel, I don't even care. I think I just have to go Carnophage Edict. Or rather Edict Carnophage. Just to get the Prospector off the board. Because that's a damage that I don't really think I can take. And then I'll have the Carnophage out and it'll probably just... It might just pass and I'll just say, okay, whatever. But... The thing is, he could also have Simian Grunts in his hand. If he had the Grunts in his hand, then he can flash it into play, end of turn, and then the Prospector and the Grunts would be lethal, which is bad. But I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just play the Carnophage, because it doesn't hurt to play it. It'll chump the Mongrel for a turn, and then I can, hopefully he'll just have nothing, and I can just expunge the next turn. Alright, he attacks with the Mongrel. I block, force him to ditch a card. I mean, I can take the last card from his hand. And then chump and give it back. Or I can pass. But then I lose if I pass. So I have to either expunge him now or Mesmeric Fiend him now. The Fiend doesn't do much except for block for a turn. But if I expunge it, it just makes him discard the card now. And I think I'd rather save the expunge in case he has something else that he plays. So, looks like chump mode it is. Hopefully he doesn't have the last card be something that does 1 damage. Because if he could just... Yeah, it's just a land. Alright. Lovely. Well, whatever it was, it can't kill the Fiend, or if it can, he's not doing anything about it. Oh my god, we got there. Alright. Su Chi, come on, buddy. Be good at blocking. So, assuming he just has cards he's discarding to Mongrel, he'll attack with Mongrel, I'll block. If he discards everything to it, then the next turn I can expunge it. And then the board is at parity. And I have like Deep Analysis and I can play a Mana War out and stuff. Alright. Discards a card. Discards a card. Discards a card. Oh no, he didn't discard. What does he have now? Jin? Jin's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna bounce it with the Mana War. Because I'm gonna do one of these two things this turn. If I had another land, yeah, I gotta play quickly now. Let's just Mana War and we'll bounce it. I'm assuming he's just gonna replay it and then pass. Ah. Alright. I really can't afford to play the Ifrit, or Ifrit, or whatever it is. I mean, it does what? It does 1 damage to me, 3 to him, 2 to me, 6 to him, 3 to me, 9 to him. Yeah, that's not fast enough of a clock. I think I'm just gonna kill this now while I know he doesn't have anything. And then I'll pass. And probably chump the Goblin Patrol. Sadly, Deep Analysis is going to be no more than an expensive, what's it called? If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to find Chainers. Alright, so that's 5, 6, 7 mana. Well, I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can make him sacrifice the Patrol. But I think I'm just going to Deep Analysis. Target player draws cards. I will take the cards. Can't do anything with the Djinn, but I can play a Sorcerer. And then I can F6. Pre-combat? So I'm assuming he's not attacking then? Ugh. Super annoying. I think I have to just block with the Sorcerer. As much as I would love to discard the Fledgling Djinn, I think I just have to discard or block the Patrol here. I'd like to keep the Mana War up for the Chief. If I could. Yeah. It's annoying, but I have to do it. I don't even think I took that much damage off my own things this game. It was just my draws have been rubbish. I think I have the Chainer's Edict here. So he'll sacrifice a goblin token. Then on his turn, he'll probably just attack with everything. And then I can block the chief, and then I just need to find anything that can block a goblin. That doesn't do me damage. That's a lot of mana. I don't think I'm okay with that amount of mana being played. Oh, he's buying back his chief. That's cute. That's also a fair card. It's a very fair card. Still dead. Sure, we'll do that. I need to not die to the worm, which is a 7/7 for 5 mana with trample. I'm just going to throw everything in front of it because I can do 7 damage to it. Yeah, it's probably... I'm not entirely sure what way he wants to order this, but if he's going to give me the Mana War, that's probably the best thing for me. Because the Carnophage is going to deal me damage, the Ifrit's going to deal me damage, and those are both bad things. So, we'll see. I only have 52 seconds left, though, so I need to pay very close attention. Alright, so he's going to give me the worst card. I think he figured it out. That's the line I would go with. But is he ever going to say okay on the blockers being assigned? Or is he making sure it's like perfect? Okay. And then he plays out the captain again, or whatever it is. As much as it hurts me, I have to take the 1. And now I just have all the land. Oh, God. Well, I gotta play it or else I die. Man. The Goblin Shledder, though. If he didn't sled my island so good. Oh, and then he has another Arrogant Worm. And a Basking Root Walla. Alright, so I am dead. But I'm gonna go out the way that I want to go out. Drawing cards. It's not even gonna give me an option of sacrificing one of my creatures. Oh. Apparently I was down lower than I thought I was. What was I gonna draw? Yeah, Bad River. Oh well. Yeah, that was one of those things where I got mana issues because of the Goblin Sledder. I got the island that I needed, and I was sitting in hand with like a bunch of stuff that could have answered his because he only played like 3 creatures like that mattered at the end. Like the Wild Mongrel ate like 3 or 4 different creatures. Like if I just had a way of dealing with the Wild Mongrel, which could have been, which if I had the island I would have had, then I could have done really. I wouldn't have taken a bunch of damage. I mean, yeah, it because I could have gotten stuff out. But hey, that's how Magic works sometimes. So remember that, kids. Sometimes you get bad beats. Everyone's got a story about it. But my story is this. have a good night, but I'll see you in like 3 minutes. So I guess enjoy what you're doing, which is watching me. Yeah, enjoy watching me play video games because I'm bad at them, or card games or whatever. Shut up, Mark. You're dumb. Bye.